Next time in the workshop, it's roller derby. Yeah, time to go. Hey guys, welcome back to the workshop. Today we are starting a brand new project. Today we are working on roller derby miniatures. I know, it's pretty cool. And this one here is the absolute, whichever one means really, really good. I'm horrible sometimes with those. But this one here, you can just let your imagination run wild when it comes to the colors of the uniforms. You can go, you could research actual roller derby uniforms online and go, I like those colors, and go with that. Or you can make up something that is totally your own. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to at least start, and I've kind of decided that purple is going to be kind of the main color of my ladies' uniforms. So I've primed the first two. So this one right here, I know it's really hard to see, but she is our jammer, and she has a very, very small, there's a star on her helmet, on either side of her helmet, and that denotes that she is a jammer. And then we have this lady right here, and I can't remember if she's the blocker or not, but at this point, doesn't matter. At this point, we are going to get some paint on the miniatures, and I also have the referee, the only male miniature in the game. So, let's get to it. I don't know what kind of purple I want yet. I have decided to go with, now there is a purple set that's over here, and I think I'm going to go with them. Oh, okay. Okay. So we're going to start with Royal Cloak from the Two Thin Coats. And of course, as always, we're going to shake the living crud out of it. a small amount. On the palette. Now we are going to take our base coat brush. It's a little thicker. Wet it down just a little bit. And we are going to get the skirt. And make sure that we get the top as well. So this is the shade color, as they say. This is our base color, so it's darker than what we are actually going to have. Now, the miniatures themselves are actually pretty decently detailed. Unfortunately, they do require a lot of cleanup. So you gotta take away a lot of flash, you gotta take away a lot of mold lines. So I cleaned these ones up, but I didn't necessarily clean them up absolutely perfect. But It's okay. Okay, so now we're going to move over to the other lady who's not our jammer. And she has a skirt as well. So we're gonna base coat her skirt and her top. This one here we can kind of get up inside the skirt. Yeah, and one of the great things is about miniatures, any miniatures really, is that you can kind of choose your skin tones or hair colors or pretty much anything. No, geez. Hope I haven't been like that for for most of it. Right? Nobody could see what was going on, and if it is, I apologize. For the last 13 minutes, you've been staring at just the handle and a brush moving, but not actually seeing any of the actual work that's being done. And for that, I'm sorry. Now, I used to know all of the positions, because I know there's a jammer, 2 blockers, and then 2 something else, because a team is 5, is made up on the track is made up of 5 ladies. You can have alternates that sit down, that are sitting on the bench waiting for their turn to go in. So let's actually go to the game. It's called Impact City. Skate fast, hit hard, and of course it's roller derby. It's by Impact Miniatures and powered by Game Salute. Cool. Including a jammer, pivot, and 3 blockers. And so Impact City Roller Derby is a board game that captures all the action of the fastest growing sport in America, women's flat track roller derby. Each player takes control of a team of 5 roller girls, including a jammer, a pivot, and 3 blockers. The jammer zooms around the track and scores points by weaving through the pack and passing your opponent's blockers. The blockers play both defense and offense, offense and defense, as they open up holes for your jammer to whip them through and also attempt to slow down or send the opposing jammer flying off her skates. So, it's cool. This one was designed with the help of 35 different roller derby teams in 5 different countries. The game follows the rules of flat track roller derby as closely as possible and even features pictures of real roller derby women in action on the cards used during the game, which is all super cool. I think that's awesome. Now, in the game is wooden tokens, but you can get miniatures and then paint them up yourselves if you wish, or you can just stay with the wooden tokens. It's up to you. So this is it. This is how we are. Ging, ging, like that. And now we know what's going on. So I was wrong. I thought it was 1, 2, and 2. It's actually 1, 1, and 3. So 1 jammer, 1 pivot, and 3 blockers for a team of 5. So what I have here is I have the pivot and the jammer. And again, sky is the limit on what you want to do with of course I did. Okay. I started off with the wrong color set because that's just how it works sometimes. You go, it's okay, I like that, but at the same time I don't like that. So we're gonna pivot and we're gonna put these ones away, but we're still gonna use the 2 thin coats. We're going to go for a different purple. And we are going to start off with Amethyst Rain. Actually, I might leave the, which one was it? The Royal Cloak in the deep, deep recesses. And bring this one in, so I'll have like a 4-tier sort of look to it. Well, we'll see how it looks. Boom. A little bit more than what I wanted, but happens. But now we're going to start to, you know, work like I said, probably in the very deepest crevices we're going to keep this is kind of the purple I was thinking of at the beginning. I have a lot of purple here, but it just came kind of splurting out, so I'll make the best of it. Yeah, that's more the purple I was thinking of off the hop. Yeah, I'm liking this, the proper purple way more. There we are. So now that we've basted in the proper color, you can see how much purple I have left. And unfortunately, I don't have a way to put it back into the bottle, so there it will sit. Now we're going to go back to the Citadel colors, and we're going to start doing this again. And of course, I will always start, at least on one of the miniatures, with my Bugsman Glow, because it's a wonderful standby. I know how to work it. Oh. Take a little bit, put it on the palette. Water it down a little bit. And we are going to take the jammer and we're going to start doing the skin on her. And as always, you can go as detailed as you want, or as plain as you want. Remember, these are your miniatures. No, not these ones particularly, but you know. But these are your miniatures to paint how you see fit, the colors you see fit. So, have fun. they seem to have them with like a sports bra or a sports top kind of thing going on, and have the midriff showing, or at least that's how it looks to my eyes. I could be wrong, but there are distinct clothing lines, it looks like. So that's kind of how I'm gonna do these ladies. Yeah. Now I am going to, of course, Katie and Fast Drone. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Take some of the Katie and Flesh Tone, and we are going to paint over the whole deal again. paint thin so it flows well. Just doing a nice coat that covers the Bugsman glow. Go. Okay. Now the last thing that we do, for the moment at least on this one, is we are going to give it a wash. And we're going to use, of course, the Reichel Flesh Shade. Start working the shade around. And hopefully it won't settle too heavily. And if you find that it does, you can pull it from there from wherever it's pooling and move it around. to a different location. There we are. For the moment, anyway. So while we let that one dry up a little bit, we're going to work on the skin tone of the second one. And, you know, like I said, these are not bad single cast miniatures. But they do require quite a bit of work to get the flash gone, to get the to get your mold lines gone. And with this one here, I've left one of the struts in place until at least I've finished painting it, because if I don't, I very well could bust it off the base, because this one's only connected by a very small amount of material. And not only that, the piece of material that goes into the slot is very thin, so you don't necessarily have a kind of a lot to work with. It's kind of glue it to one side or the other. There's not enough material to actually slot it in and have it glued to both sides. I don't know if that's just how it was designed, or if that's how it came out in the cast. But I find that having a very thin piece that goes into the slotted base is a little tricky to work with, and it's kind of seems to have a tenuous grasp at best in holding on to the material. Again, one of the positives is that the details are pretty decent. I really like them. But yeah, the mold lines and the flash are a little janky. Sometimes it causes the miniature to not be quite lined up. You know, like you should. Your miniature, when you cast it, should line up like this. Sometimes it feels like it's kind of like this. So if anything, all that I could improve on is more material to put in the slot for the slotted base, and how the miniature kind of lines up, because you won't necessarily have a nice looking face. You'll kind of have a face that's, you know, a little off. Yeah. But still, all in all, for third-party miniatures, possibly third-party miniatures, not entirely sure. They're okay. No, they're not bad. So we're going to put her off to the side for a moment. Oh, pardon me. Just to let you know, you guys are not boring me. I'm just unfortunately a little worn out, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna. I would like. I think. Yeah, I think I'd like to make this lady nice and dark skinned. So with this one, I'm going to start with catechin flesh as my base. Oh, again, excuse me. I apologize. And again, let me reassure you, it's not you, the viewers, that are boring me, because, well, I can't see you, and hopefully I'm not boring you. If I am, I apologize, and please let me know. And I can try and hopefully find some way to fix it. Okay, so this one also looks like she's got kind of the midriff showing. Now, unlike the jammer, she's got elbow pads going on. I'll have to take that into consideration. As we paint. Something is in my way. Might be a piece of flash that I missed. Yep. These bases are so small too that they barely fit into my handles. But that's okay. mark. A lot of the ladies look like they have gloves, or fingerless gloves at least, so it's kind of how I'm gonna paint them, which I think will be a lot of fun. There we go. Now this lady has shorts on. We're going to give her bare legs. Why? Because we can. And you know, why not? Okay. And the last thing that we're going to do before we sign off for the day is we're going to give her a wash. But we're not going to use the Reichland Flesh Shade. I've tried it on a dark skin miniature, and it just doesn't seem to sit right. However, the color that does seem to sit right and look very well is Drucci Violet. So take some Drucci Violet. We're going to work it all over the miniature. There we are. Now, next time, we are ready to keep going with our roller ladies, our derby girls. All right. So, until then, stay safe, be safe, most of all, paint safe, and we'll see you next time in the workshop.